wrongful act. If it's incompetent and we have 22 years of detective work that we have to investigate, if it's corrupt, then clearly there's inquest into this cruelty to animals, cruelty to humans myself, and I'll show you. This is what 80 days of homelessness does to a man. Teeth are gone, lost a lot of cell phone, a lot of flesh. Sometimes I have to go days and weeks without eating. Only the bridge freezing, street corners freezing, in shelters where they were legally allowed to use fentanyl, no windows, no ventilation, and you had people were you didn't have to shower and all this shit, and we had to leave the shelter just to save our life. And 8 months, in the time we had to be out there facing death. And this first witness states that in 2:30 she dropped off dinner to Mr. Clark on March 30th, 2025. So, if what Kuchek alleged, that me telling them that I lit a cigarette in the living room, and after the sensor go off and putting it out, I smelled something, and I went all the way in, there was nothing there, nothing. When I went to the room, there was an electronic fire. If Khrushchev alleged that I delivered while being the applicant in the Supreme Court of Canada against the Toronto Olivia Child that time, applicant in the Superior Court against the Toronto Police and their investigators, OIPRD, now call Alexa, putting them on trial for corrupt. Hey, leave my food, okay? And you better not be stealing my food. So much times you left me there. You eating, I didn't eat. Everybody said you didn't feed me. Look at you licking your tongue. I'm afraid to eat this food because the last time we ate food like this, there was a fire, right? Right? Let me see here now. Now, for you to get none, you have to eat your broccoli. Oh, you don't want to eat them? What do you mean? Hey, Hennessy, hey, eat the broccoli. You don't want to eat the broccoli. Okay, so now let's see here now. What do you want to eat? So you don't want to eat the broccoli. Okay, here. You see? I got her to eat the broccoli. See that? I put it when I put it meat, a little bit of gravy type. Finger and bingo. You got to eat the broccoli. Okay, so Khrushchev, you have to see. Now, let's try and see if you eat the broccoli again. Try the broccoli. Okay, so Khrushchev, tell me, was there a meal in the place when you came? Did you investigate that? You should, if you're an investigator. You should say, well, hold it, what's this food you're on eating? She acknowledges she brought me food, right? Now, Khrushchev, tell me that. Okay, in your log, show us, since you're the investigator and you are a 22-year veteran. Now, show us in the log of what you documented in this property after the fire. Show us that you documented that there was food on the table. Or we want to see the photo in the video, or was it an empty plate of food? Now, hold it. If she dropped it off between 2 and 2:30, and the time it takes to eat, does that, and it's an empty plate of food, does that not collaborate what I first did, that I ate some food, and then after I was going to the bathroom, I inadvertently stand under a sensor, and the cigarette saved my life because that sensor went off, and when I put it out, oh, I didn't come in there. When I put it out, I smelled something. Now let's do it in here. You're going to light a cigarette. Khrushchev, are you going to come and arrest me now? No, I'm going to light a cigarette. Well, mm, mm, mm. Mm. Now, ironically, this one here didn't go on. Okay? But when I'm in this room here, using this room, I'm smoking a cigarette, suddenly. But back to the details. That's fun. So with this happening here, we're going to ask Allison to check these smoke sensors. How close I have it to the sensor. Now we're going to hear some type of negative comments from the Goddard and Cursor Weston. See that now gone off already. So that's basically what happened there. And that's what happened on March 30th. Exactly the same way when I put that out, grabbed the CEO, put that out, and went to the door here. This crew just said I did a cigarette and I deliberately opened the door that Paul already acknowledged he locked. Threw it in there, somehow hit something that was there, and then closed the door. And then when the fire started, then I ran out the door, grabbed a smoke extinguisher, and tried to put it out. And that constitutes arson. Yep, and that's what he said. So, just imagine that, eh? The man who just received dinner from the nice lady which she stayed. The man who was in the Supreme Court of Canada against the Stephen Olivia child in the Superior Court against the police and their overseer, like was formerly called OIPOD, and in the human rights against Toronto Community House. This man here, and the landlord and furniture here against house at the same time, deliberately killed his two animals and rescued the dog and committed arson. I died enough times in the flesh on the streets. And we cannot let this individual get away with endangering animal, endangering human, filing a false police report, doing a false investigation, and fabricating evidence by fabricating the story that was not true.